What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Gregway. Every Wednesday and Friday, I take one of your questions from the comments on these here YouTube videos and turn it into YouTube gold for you in the form of another video. It's like a pyramid scheme, except it's like a line, it's a columns. Anyways, today's question comes from Jeremy Miller. He says, "How are babies made? Do it. We need to know." It's an interesting question, Jeremy, because of course that's a dumb question. That's what you ask. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, could I do it? Could I explain procreation? This is like, I like health class in biology. Obviously, I know about it. I try to avoid it, but could I explain the ins and outs of it? So you got this penis, and it's gonna get erect. Blood rushes to it, and it gets engorged. I remember that was a big thing of health class, saying engorged a lot. Penis gets engorged, stands up. Then the woman, I should have said this, sorry, the male is the one with the erect penis. The woman has a vagina, which, contrary to popular belief, the whole thing isn't called a vagina, just part of it is. I don't know which part. I think the opening. And so, once you get in there, it's like a house of mirrors. There's like all this stuff going on. I'm gonna call it the runway. There's a canal. Eventually it'll be the birthing canal, but right now it's just, you got a vulva in there too. But I'm not familiar with where he's going. But you got the canal going straight at you. Or well, into the woman. It's where the penis goes. It's where it's like that. All right, that's what we're talking about, the birthing canal in here. Now this happens for a while. Then penis ejaculates, puts out some sperm. Semen, they call it. Now that gets all, past the canal, there's like a big old hollow space. Okay, see, this is where, okay, so like, there's also up in the sides, imagine like the University of Texas logo, the Longhorns. It's like that. And the horns, though, are the fallopian tubes. In there, they make eggs. And then when ovulation happens, the eggs come down the horns into the big old hollow area, attached to the sides. Now I'm going into Look Who's Talking. I remember Look Who's Talking explaining this. The eggs get stuck there, and then now you got the semen in there. The semen, the sperm inside the semen, they all 3D up to the egg, and they start like pushing on the egg. I want to say eating, but they don't have mouths. So they're just pushing, I think. And it's a race for only one of them to get there. And then that inseminates the egg, and that makes the baby. It's the fetus. And then that starts growing in that hollow area, and then that becomes the baby. And then like 9 months later, down the birthing canal, out. Umbilical cord's there. That's connected. You got to disconnect that. You cut it. Some people eat it later on. I would not recommend that. But to each their own. So Jeremy Miller, good last name by the way. That in a nutshell is how babies are made. You got the insertion, you got the canals, fallopian tubes. Pow! Miracle of life. They should call it the Big Bang. They don't. But it's the Big Bang happened and created the universe, right? So like, in a way, maybe this is getting heady now. Maybe in a way, that's what's happening here. Each time new life's created. Did you ever think of that, Jeremy Miller? Ladies and gentlemen, what do you want to see me discuss? Leave it in the comments here. It'll be in the future Gregway, which I post every Wednesday and Friday. Until then, have a good day.
So I'm just kind of starting from weird angles every time.
I don't give a shit. Fuck your mom.
Cool.